Hi, I'm Tim Curran. I used to own a bakery in Shamokin, Curran's Home Bakery. I was a partner with Forrest's father and my father originally. And then Forrest's father was busy with his own business and he had a job. And so I just bought his section of the bakery and I was there for 13 years. And the family's been bakers since 1889.
Wow.
My grandfather worked in a bakery when he was 9 years old. So that's how they started.
Forrest said he started when he was 9. That must be for the parents, right?
Yeah, you have to start working when you're young.
I know about Curran's Bakery, but for somebody who doesn't, can you give us a little insight on?
Well, originally, my grandfather had a bakery on Market Street, and my father opened up a bakery on Mulberry Street, 204 West Mulberry Street, Forrest Curran's Bakery. And my uncle had a bakery on 5th Street, and my cousin had a bakery in Minersville. So we had a lot of bakers in the family.
Are there any memories that stick out for you of your time?
Yeah, it's fun. Fun growing up in a business. I would sit over in the bakery on my peanut butter can. So I had 30-pound can of peanut butter and a 10-pound can of marshmallow. I could make all the fluffernutters I wanted.
That's great.
Once they ran out of 30-pound cans and they only had 5-pound. And my mom said, I told her, I'm not eating out of that little can of peanut butter.
My memory is as a kid going in there. You waited in line, but it wasn't like it was a bad thing. There was a sense of community. People went there, they had conversations. It was almost like a social thing, while you were waiting for your order or waiting for your number to be called.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a different world. People didn't mind waiting because it was a social event. You got to see all your friends. Like I remember when all the kids would come into the bakery before they went to school at the Lincoln School, get peanut butter buns. I think they were 10 cents, 3 for a quarter. It was fun.
I didn't mind it because it smelled good in there. You'd probably buy more when you were waiting to.
The teachers would send me across the street to get donuts for him while I was in school, so I got to get out of school and go get them. A popular item at my parents' bakery and my bakery was peanut butter buns, and me and Forrest make them now. I get Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. We'll make them 3 times a year, and he'll just put it on Facebook, and 3 hours later we're cutting orders off. We stop at around 500 because that takes us 6-8 hours.
Yeah.
And you got to come in at 3 or 4 in the morning to do it.
It must be exciting when people come and pick up their orders, and it's
like
good things, like how it reminds them of.
Yeah, it's like a memory for them from their childhood. It's a memory for me too.
Yeah.
Of course, that was my brother Jim. I was pretty young when he opened up that bar. I was probably 12 maybe. I'm 65 now, so that was a couple of years back. He had that bar and he worked at the Milton Steel Mill at the same time. And he took another job too, working at Chef Boyardee. So he was a hard-working guy. He started working when he was maybe 14, I think, at the shoe factory. I think he made $1 an hour, and he used to bring home $100. So
Wow.
he would work a lot.
So that's where Forrest gets it. And you getting from that hard work.
And then after he left the shoe factory, he went to Vietnam, came back from Vietnam. And then he worked in Connecticut for a while. And he came back and worked a steel plant, and he bought the bar off of Al Iannucci. And originally it used to be Wallach's when I was a kid. And my brother married their daughter, Anne Marie. So they've been together for a long time. A little bit about my dad. My dad, like I said, he had a bakery on Mulberry Street. And that's where some of my equipment came from when I opened up a bakery on Market Street. I bought the old RPS building and we converted that to a bakery. And my dad worked with me there. He taught me everything. Because for real, when I was little, I didn't work that much in a bakery. The other 5 boys did, because I was a baby.
Right.
Even my brother Dan, he's a judge now, but he used to fix the sticky pans. And my dad pretty much taught me everything I knew when I started baking. And he did the same thing like Forrest, his dad did to him. If I wasn't rolling dough with two hands, he'd smack my hand and say, "You got two hands." And he used to tell me, "Boy," he says, he always called me boy. He said, I'd work for 12 hours. He goes, "You know, that's only half a day." So sometimes I'd be there for 20 hours in a row.
Yep.
On a holiday. I worked a lot of overtime. I worked at the prison for 26 years. And there was a lot of overtime now.
Yeah.
Once I was there for 28 hours straight one time.
Wow.
During the riot.
Were you part of the ale house from its inception?
No, it wasn't. This was Forrest and Amanda and Amanda's father. But I didn't know anything about the bar business or restaurant business.
Right.
I was in food service, but just baking.
Sure. Well, this is great. I know that the pizzas are a big hit here.
Yeah, it keeps me busy making pizza though.
Yeah. So, all right. Well,
all right, Matt.
so thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Thanks for what you're doing too.
I love
You know,
your work.
thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.